In this module, we're going to be going through some of the brushes that we like to use. These are kind of the staples of our routine. So these fluffy brushes, these are face brushes, and you use these for powder. So anything that's really fluffy, you want to use with powder. Anything that's more thin like this and kind of sturdy, these you want to use for liquid products. So your concealers, your foundations, you can blend out with these brushes or apply onto your face with these brushes. Now this brush is a thicker brush. It's typically used for mineral powder, so you could use it with powder, but I also like to use it with liquid. You'll see in one of the bonus videos, the dark circles and blemish video, that I use this, and I use this for my liquid product. But it's good because you can use it for both. So those are the face brushes. The bigger ones are for more of the powders and blushes, bronzers, and then the smaller ones like this, I kind of use that for like highlighting and maybe blush too.
The eyeshadow brushes can range with different shapes, different sizes, different fluffiness, different lengths and all that as well, different sturdiness. So you can have something that's more flat and thin. That might be for pressing in a darker color or making a pigment show up more. The more fluffy and long it is, the more you'd want to use that for a highlight color in the corner, because it's gonna go on a little bit less concentrated and it's easier to blend out with a little bit more of a fluffier brush. A smaller fluffy brush might be good for blending in the crease or on the lid, that kind of thing. And then an angled brush is really good for doing more of a definition line with a liner, for example, on the bottom and top, or blending it into the crease.
We also use this angled brush for brows. These are really good for your brows. And then also brushes like this to kind of brush up your brows to create more of a shape and kind of see exactly where you want to fill them in.
And a brush like this can also be used to comb out the lashes to get rid of any clumps. You'll also notice that we use a sponge like this a lot, and you want to use it damp. So that way when it's damp and you take out the rest of the water, it's not going to absorb your product. This is a really fast tool to go faster blending out your base, and it will give it a nice dewy moisturized look compared to maybe a brush where you're having trouble getting rid of lines and that kind of thing.